Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. This tutorial is really going to be very simple. As you can see on the screen, I'm going to begin with 15 ladder stitches. This is a tutorial about how to make a beaded fringe earring with a ladder stitch, beginning with a ladder stitch. So as you see on the screen, I have started with about 6 beads, and then I'll go ahead to divide it into two with the needle. So you could see that I put the needle in about 3 of them and then pull it out, and then you can have 6 on each side. So this is called the ladder stitch. So I'll go on and on and on. I'm going to add about 14 ladder stitches to it, and then we start with a break stitch. Yeah, so I'm about to add a pattern to it. You could see that I have picked some green beads to it. Now you have to look at this very carefully because I'm going to build this ladder stitch adding some patterns, and sometimes it gets quite confusing because you would see that sometimes, see, as you can see, I'm even removing some because I realized I made a mistake. So it's an on and off thing, you know. So when you have a pattern and you are trying to build a break stitch, it's not, it doesn't look as it seems, you know. That when you have, say, 3 on the first, 3 greens on the first, it means 3 greens, or let's say 2 greens at the top, it means, but since you are doing it from the top and down, it's going to change. So you would have to figure things out. Yeah, so I may not show you the pattern, but you would see that I'm doing this on and off. I'm making mistakes, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to tell you is that it's not that easy to finish a ladder stitch. It might look easier, but sometimes it's quite confusing when I have to add a pattern to it. All right. So I think the pattern is a part of the leaves. The pattern is about the flower with some leaves, okay? So this is the beginning of the leaf that is in a green bead color. Yes. So at this point, I would begin with the brick stitch. And so I used to start a fringe earring with two beads from the top. That is the brick stitch before I get to the fringe. But this time I am beginning with a ladder stitch in the middle, and then I'll build a brick stitch up. Yeah, so this is a different method I'm trying to teach anyone who is interested in making a brick stitch on his or her own. So it goes on and on and on. So another thing I want you to understand is that I started with by decreasing. Okay, I started by decreasing. I think I have done in tutorials about how to increase and decrease as well. Yeah, so when I find it, I would attach it. I would attach a link to it so you know what I'm talking about. But this isn't really a beginner friendly. It is for somebody who already knows how to break stitch but doesn't know how to start with the ladder stitch, you know. Yes, but it's really simple. When you get to know, you can do tons and tons of them. So here I would continue to decrease. As you can see, the decreasing starts from the second we call it thread bridge, you know. So there are two threads when you begin, like there's a thread on each of the bead. So the first and the second thread bridge from your right. As you saw on how I started, you realize I couldn't start right from the first bead. I started from the second bead from your right. So this way you will be decreasing. Okay, so I'll decrease until I get to the top. So because of time factor, I'm not able to do it break by break. I have to move on because it's a really simple pattern. Yes, so as you can see, I've added some more rows to it, and it's going to be like this until I'm done. See, so I'll start with the other, yeah, with the next two thread bridge, and go on and on and on until I'm up. So at this point, I think you are beginning to see the flower. It's a red flower, and I have other, voila, this is it. So you see now the flower is really showing, and I have a gold bead in the middle to show, to give it more stunning look. So I'll continue with the flower. The flower is a red one. You know, I have this, I have made other bead beaded earring in I've made other beaded earring in other bead colors, which looks really stunning. So I mean, I'm loving this pattern right now, and I have this pattern in I think yellow, where the outward look was blue and the flower was yellow, and then I have it in I think navy blue or so. The outward look was also a cream color, which was really nice. Yeah, so you can have your own color as well. They all looked so nice. Yeah, so I am getting finished with the brick stitch, and then when I'm done I'll start with the fringe. Yeah, so I'm finally done. I would add the earring hook to it. After adding this yes, I would add the earring hook to it actually. Yeah, and so if you don't know how to attach the earring, please look the hook to it. This is in a very simple way. You have to add your beads from the beginning. You put the earring hook to it, and you add other two, and then you attach to it, and that's it. It's really simple, a very simple way. This is my own way of adding my hooks when I'm doing an earring, a bead fringe earring. Yeah, so I'm done. At this point I would start to add my fringe to it. Yeah, I'm going to add my fringe. Yeah, so as you can see I have added some beads to it, and I'm doing this offline because of time factor, guys. Yeah, so if you are following what I'm doing, please, I don't know if you can count what I'm doing, but you can make your own you know make your own numbers as you want. But if you don't know how to add a fringe to it, I mean, the whole idea was to teach you how to add a fringe to a brick stitch. Okay, so this is how to do it. You're going to leave one bead on the thread, and then push through the needle to the rest of the beads, and then you go on and on and on. So if you don't know how to do it, this is how to do it, please. Yeah, it's really simple. Yeah. Yeah, so the flower also stays with the fringe as well. There's also some kind of flower in the fringe. As I begin to add, I can see a very beautiful flower coming out from the fringe. And I mean, this tutorial or this pattern is really really nice and very simple to do. Yeah, I think this can be worn to so many occasions. You can make it as, you can make the flower maybe white with red. The background could be red and the flower could be white. So I'm adding some suggestions to it if you would want to use this pattern. Okay, I mean, the flower can change to maybe blue and the background could be cream, or you know, and it's going to be very very nice. So these are my own options, these are my own ideas, you know, but you can change it or you can use the same colors if you want. Yes. Yeah, so at this point I'm almost done with my brick stitch earring. Yeah, wow, I'm loving this. This is so beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Now the whole idea was to teach you how to start a brick stitch earring with a ladder stitch. That was the whole idea. Yes, so thank you so much for having time for this tutorial. Please share, comment, like, and then I'll get back to you. You can show me some of your work if there need be. Thank you very much and see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.